Hi, it's Ashley from AB Sound Advice. Today we are doing a product preview on the Magnat Needle ALUSAT, which is SAT for satellite. So these are a satellite speaker that you can use for surrounds. It can effectively be used for anything. It's quite versatile, and it's very difficult to find little satellite speakers of actually a really good quality. And when these turned up, these are the latest from Magnat. So these Needle ALU SAT for satellites are really cool, and they've got a really nice bit of weight to them. So you'll see on the back here you've got your plus and negative for putting your cables on, also a thread there for mounting options. It's got little rubber feet at the bottom, so they can just sit wherever you want to sit them, or they can even be wall mounted. Now, as for the wall mounting, I thought that was also another great idea. They've made it really easy. So all you do is you just mount this on your wall. So you can imagine that's the wall here. You screw it up to the wall, and then it's as simple as the speaker being, once you've mounted it on the wall, say that was your wall there, you can now it can be angled or sent in any direction that you want. It's really, really easy to install. So I really do think they've done a fantastic job with this. And I'll just actually go, you can see the other one up the top that's not been unpacked. So they come in a pair, and I think that's fantastic because as I said, you can use them as a pair of surrounds. They could be used as a pair of computer speakers, and they've got a tweeter and a separate driver. A lot of the sizes, they normally most restricted down to one driver, and they share. That driver does everything. So I was quite excited to see when I'm looking inside this that we've got a tweeter and we have a mid driver. And I'll just give you a quick little synopsis of the specs on this. Actually, I mean, surprisingly, it's got a 75 to 3000 Hz frequency response. It's a two-way satellite, as I mentioned, a 13mm dome tweeter, and a 70mm mid-range / woofer. It has a 45 to 70 watt, so effectively you've got a RMS of 45 and a max of 70 watts. Impedance 4 to 8 ohm, and crossover frequencies around 3700 Hz. Recommended amplifier, they're saying for this is between 20 and 70 watts. Sensitivity sitting at 88 dB, and a weight of 0.9 kg. Measurements, if you're wanting to know, is 90 by 145 by 115 millimeter. And it really, they're great for, this sort of stuff is great for cinemas. I mean, if you've got a situation where you're renting, or you've got a room where you just got nowhere to put it, you can't cut holes in the wall, and you're looking for a nice quality solution, and as I said, they really feel substantial. And as you know, Magnat being German, it is great quality. They sound amazing for what they are. And you've got to remember, it's a very small speaker, but they provide a really nice musical sound, great for all sorts of circumstances. So if you're looking for something like this, you can't go past the Needle ALU SAT, the satellites. And as I said, they come in a pair. In this part of the world, they're about $4.29, and that's for New Zealand and Australia. Around the rest of the world, that price will variate depending on where you live. If you want more information about these Magnat needles, you can duck onto hifihq.co.nz for New Zealand, or hifihq.com.au, or just search Magnat Audio if you're outside those zones. So I hope you've enjoyed today's product spotlight. I mean, and preview. It's just, in reality, it's great just to have a look. You can see what we're dealing with, and as I said, it's really made it nice and simple. You can imagine just 4 screws into the wall. You slot that into the bottom hole here, and then you've got a pivotal arrangement, and of course, nice and easy to connect the speakers up, and it can be set as a standalone. You might put one each side of the TV. You could put another set down the back, and they actually do make a corresponding center speaker, which is the Magnat Needle ALU Super Center, and that I don't have to show at this stage, but when they become available, it's again a very, very cool little speaker, and I think that's running 4 little drivers and a dome tweeter. Again, very compact, I think it's 402 by 90 by 115, and that's called the Magnat Needle ALU Super Center. And again, you'll find that information on either one of those Hi-Fi HQ sites or at Magnat's official site. And the only reason I mention that is all the needle is just effectively they've provided the satellites and they've provided a center, so you can make yourself a nice little surround sound setup, and then you can add a subwoofer, and you haven't taken up much space, and it's very, very easy to install and very easy to move if you have to move it from one room to another. If you're in a renting arrangement, I think it's a great product. So I hope you've enjoyed today's product preview on the Magnat Needle ALU satellites. And again, thank you for tuning into AB Sound Advice.